We are on the flight to Brazil for a business trip for negotiation for a big campaign. And we hope that this video clip will have the picture about the Brazilian and how we do the business there. Enjoy!
Hello!
So I'm going to show you the characteristics of Brazilian and their culture, which is seen as an important element for working in business with Brazilian. And now, please watch the next clip for more detail of their cultures.
Firstly, you have to make sure that you are well-groomed.
You should make an appointment at least 1 week in advance, and not during Carnival. Remember that Brazilians have a problem with punctuality and that traffic is a major issue in the big cities. Appearance is very important, and as a woman, you don't need to be overly formal. Men usually wear black classic suits. The best time to meet up is between 10 and 12 a.m.
Please remember to be clean, be dressed, be tidy, be shiny, sexy, and last but not least, smell good all the time. When meeting with someone for the first time, a firm shake hands is very important. Soon you will be giving pictures, which means kiss, but don't worry, they aren't really kisses. They merely touching cheeks and make a kiss noise. Lastly, remember to have a gift when you do business with someone. You are invited to a dinner party. Go home after work, clean the car, try your shoe, shower and dress up. Arrive 15 to 30 minutes late and bring 2 gifts. One for the hostess, such as flower, and one for the host, such as wine. Lastly, do study the transportation in Brazil. When one knows the public transit system routes, which can be very confusing and complicated, one will know which are set. Consider public transportation, but research it well before you buy a ticket. And now I will continuously talk about something that you shouldn't do in Brazil. Firstly, don't be impatient in Brazil. Stickler for punctualities will have a top time in Brazil. Lateness is way of life here. An important thing to learn is that when Brazilians say "Estou chegando," it means "I'm arriving." This means that they are still at home, but intend to arrive at some point. Next, remember not to insist on speaking Spanish. While the rest of South America speaks Spanish, Brazil speaks Portuguese, and the two languages are far from interchangeable. Remember not to flaunt your wealth in Brazil. Many Brazilian cities, including Rio de Janeiro and São Paulo, have very high crime rate. It's wise to have some small note and an inexpensive phone to hand over should your phone be taken to a thief. Keep larger note tucked away in a money belt or even a sock, and keep passport and credit card secured stored at your lockings. And the very important thing is never ever criticize Brazil. Brazilians don't like outsiders looking down their nation. Remember this. Lastly, don't do an okay gesture in Making a circle with your thumb and finger may mean one thing back home, but in Brazil it's a very different and very offensive meaning. Unless you want to be faced with a sea of furious Brazilian, avoid this hand gesture at all cost.
I would like to raise some recommendation for you to know how to make a successful contract dealing in Brazil. First, about the language. Brazilian, they use Portuguese, while the rest of other nations in South America, they use Spanish.
Bom, primeiro o português, né, gente? O português é minha língua materna e, obviamente, é a língua que eu tenho mais facilidade de falar. Apesar de que eu ando cometendo umas gafes
terríveis ultimamente, mas tudo bem. Não é uma língua tão popular assim como segunda língua entre os estrangeiros, mas eu acho que é uma língua linda e, além disso, é uma ótima língua para se ter como materna porque serve como uma ponte para os outros idiomas latinos, né?
This confused somebody from the first time to come to Brazil. The language in the contract can be used bilingual, Portuguese and English. So if you are an English speaker, this will be fine. However, it's better to have a Portuguese translator with you, in case there's some very specific term from Portuguese in English into English. Furthermore, if some claim or problem happen, the law of Brazil will prefer to solve everything in Portuguese, not in English. That's the first thing you have to remember when dealing in Brazil. Second, in the law system. In Brazil, they use the two law systems. One is national law and one is local law. So you have to make sure that when you do business in Brazil, your products or service bear or do not bear this two law system, because this affect to the taxation you have to bear for your products and service. So please be aware of this. Thus, in the relaxation, the Brazilian businessman or woman, they often get relaxed in the meeting or in the conversation. They use a lot of small talk when they're dealing with each other. So you have to think about more small talk so you can easily get the deal with them. One more thing is punctuation. Is a very funny thing in Brazil. The meeting on time is a very difficult thing in Brazil. So please be aware of this. You cannot get the agenda for two meetings in one day. So check your agenda, or you cannot make the meeting to be rushed or something like that. Number 4 is decision maker. In Brazil, you can negotiate many times, many days, but there's only one man who can decide. So please check everything. Who will be the decision maker to be not in the meeting, so you will easily get the deal with them. Last is the body language and tonation. Like Spanish and Portuguese is an expressive, very expressive language.
Siempre me encantó el español es mi lengua favorita y yo estudié español más o menos por 2 años en Brasil, pero aprendí mucho. Después me casé con argentino y bueno, hoy hablo español todos los días y es una lengua hermosísima.
So you have to make use of the body language and the tonation when you speak with them, so you can easily get them pleased with your attitude, and easily you can win the contract. Hi! Thank you for watching this video clip. After watching, I hope you all will have some information about the Brazilian market, and I hope we could be success for this project. Thank you again, and see you in Brazil.
Goodbye.
Bye.